Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tech Podcast's Dev Technosys. I'm your host, Yash, and today we're diving into a topic that's deeply personal, highly impactful, and tech-driven. How women can track menstrual cycles and understand their health better through period tracking apps. Whether you're someone trying to conceive, manage symptoms like cramps and mood swings, or simply gain better control of your overall health, period tracking apps are proving to be much more than calendars. To walk us through the science, tech, and real-world impact of these apps, I've got Sarah with me today. She's a women's digital health advocate and has worked on user experience projects involving healthcare app development with Dev Technosys.
Hey, Sarah. So glad to have you on the podcast.
Thanks, Yash. It's a pleasure to be here. This is one of those topics that really combines technology and everyday life in such an empowering way. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Let's jump right in. For someone who's never used one before, what exactly is a period tracking app?
A period tracking app is a digital tool, usually mobile-based, that helps users log details of their menstrual cycle. This includes the start and end date of periods, flow intensity, symptoms like bloating, headaches, cramps, and even emotional shifts. But it doesn't stop there. Many apps now track ovulation, fertility windows, PMS patterns, sexual activity, and even birth control usage. Some even integrate with wearables and smartwatches for more personalized insights.
So it's like a personal health diary.
Exactly, but one that learns from your body over time and predicts what's coming next. For example, after tracking for a few months, the app might say, "Hey Sarah, your next period is likely to begin in 5 days," or "Watch out for mood swings this week. It aligns with your luteal phase." It brings awareness, routine, and planning to a biological process that can otherwise feel unpredictable.
And I'm guessing this is helpful not just for menstruation, but also for long-term health tracking?
Absolutely. Your cycle can actually reveal early signs of things like PCOS, thyroid imbalances, or irregular hormonal patterns. Some apps now include AI-based alerts, flagging potential issues if your period comes too early, too late, or if your symptoms suddenly change. For those trying to conceive, fertility-focused features track basal body temperature, cervical mucus, and ovulation patterns, so you get a comprehensive picture of your reproductive health.
Wow, I didn't realize how deeply insightful these tools could be. Are there any well-known apps you'd recommend?
Yes, some of the most popular ones include Clue, Flow, Glow, and Period Tracker by GP Apps. Each has its own strengths. Clue focuses on scientific accuracy. Flow adds personalized content and a community, while Glow is great for fertility tracking. At the same time, I've seen startups and clinics building custom period tracking apps for regional audiences or for use in telemedicine apps. And that's where companies like Dev Technosys step in, offering custom healthcare app development that focuses on UX, data privacy, and AI-driven recommendations.
I was just going to ask about customization, because obviously every user is different. So is there flexibility in how these apps adapt to individual cycles?
Yes, and that's one of the biggest strengths. Good period apps use machine learning to study your body's unique rhythm. If your average cycle is 24 days instead of 28, the app will adjust. If your PMS symptoms usually hit 2 days before, it remembers that. Some even allow users to log custom symptoms, like acne, food cravings, or joint pain, so the insights go beyond just menstruation and fertility. It's a personalized health dashboard, really.
That's amazing. Let's talk about design. Since this involves sensitive data, how important is UI, UX, and security?
It's critical. The best apps are easy to use, non-judgmental, and intuitive. They avoid overly clinical or too girly designs and focus instead on empowering language and clarity. As for security, developers must follow HIPAA and GDPR standards, especially if medical advice or user health data is involved. Dev Technosys, for example, builds apps with end-to-end encryption, two-factor authentication, and role-based data access, so users know their data is safe, private, and in their control.
So with all this information, where's the data going? Are users in control of their records?
Good question. In well-designed apps, users always own their data. They can export it, delete it, or choose who sees it, like a doctor or fertility specialist. Some platforms even allow data sharing across devices or with a physician dashboard during consultations. Data transparency and consent are top priorities, especially in women's health apps.
Are there any exciting new features you're seeing on the horizon in this space?
Definitely. We're seeing more AI-based predictive insights, integration with wearable tech, and even mental health tracking. Imagine a system that says, your mood may dip tomorrow based on previous cycles. Consider scheduling something low stress. We're also seeing inclusive features, tracking for those with irregular cycles, menopause, or transgender health needs. Accessibility is growing, and that's great to see.
It really is. So if a healthcare startup or wellness brand is listening right now and they want to build a cycle tracking app, what's your advice?
Start with empathy and user research. Understand what real users go through, their concerns, lifestyle, and emotional health. Then build a product that respects that. Clean design, simple onboarding, and meaningful insights. And most importantly, work with a tech partner who understands healthcare. Dev Technosys, for example, specializes in health-based applications, and they understand the nuances of security, compliance, and UX in this field.
Great point. Last question. Why do you think every woman should at least try using a period tracking app?
Because knowledge is power. Understanding your body helps you plan better, reduce stress, seek help early when something's wrong, and even feel more in sync with your health. It's not just about fertility. It's about mental clarity, body literacy, and confidence. And period tracking apps are like digital wellness tools that give that power back to women.
Perfectly said, Sarah. This was such a powerful and insightful conversation. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Yash. Always a pleasure.
And to all our listeners, if you're a business exploring custom health tracking apps or simply want to innovate in the women's wellness space, visit devtechnosys.com. From smart UI UX to secure healthcare tech, they've got you covered. That's all for today's episode of Tech Podcast, Dev Technosys. Until next time, take care and stay connected to your health. This is Yash, signing off.